Here with more. Fox Business anchor Larry Kudlow is with us. You know, I wrote a book in 2020 because I thought the moment called for it. It was the first book I wrote in 10 years, Live Free or Die. Chapter 4, Socialism's History of Failure. Isn't the new Green Deal basically socialism? And doesn't socialism always end the same way, whatever name, whatever manifestation? Unfulfilled promises, more poverty, and then you measure how much freedom you gave up in the name of false security?
You know, Sean, by the way, I read the book. Just let the record show. I actually read the book.
Thank you.
Now look they just put out their new projections. This is the White House, OMB projections. So over the next 10 years, they estimate the American economy will grow at slightly less than 2% a year, which is a pathetic low number. And my point is, if all this big government socialism and Green New Deal and higher taxes and regulations and, you know, bailing out wealthy college kids, if all this stuff was so good, then why don't their own estimates show that they can build a much stronger, larger, more prosperous, greater opportunity economy? I mean, it's like, show me the beef. Okay, you think you're so hot, then show me the results. And they can't do that. It's an absolute failure. So they marked down their growth numbers, and they marked up their inflation numbers, which is what the whole world's been telling them for months and months and months. And now they're just trying to fib about it. And let me make another point here. This student loan stuff, you know, Sean, the education department, which has become a kind of hotbed of critical race theory and sex and gender IDs, they don't know anything about loans. This was Obama's brainchild to stop banks and private lenders from making student loans, where they do know something about credit risk, and give it over to the education department. That's where the $1.6 trillion student loans have gone. They should stop this, take it away from the educrats, put it back into the private sector, and let people pay a market rate. And if that happens, Sean, these outrageous college tuition increases would probably simmer down pretty fast.
Well, isn't it amazing that, let's say somebody goes into the trades, doesn't go to college. Why should they be forced to pay for somebody else's loan? Or what about all of us that I did take out a student loan and I did work full-time jobs when I went to college? You know, why do I have to pay for somebody else's loan when I worked hard to pay my own way to get through college to the point that I got to? I didn't finish. Why? Why should I have to pay?
Well, the short answer is you shouldn't. I mean, look, this is election vote buying. That's all this really is, trying to bolster up, I guess, Biden's sagging numbers, Democratic Party sagging numbers on young people. But it's not going to work because there's a big resentment. People know basically what you just said. I mean, look, going way back, I had to take out some loans for graduate school, but I did pay them back. Most folks honor their obligations. This idea of student loan debt default is relatively new. Interest rates have been in rock bottom for the last few years, still didn't cover the loans properly. So let's stop this.
Larry Kudlow, always great to have you. Thank you, my friend. Hey, Sean Hannity here. Hey, click here to subscribe to Fox News YouTube page and catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis. You will not get it anywhere else.